Hi, I'm Jen from JenThereDoneThat, and welcome to week 6 of the island-wide lockdown in Puerto Rico. Last week, I published a video with the new curfew hours and some new businesses that are opening, and less than 24 hours later, the executive orders changed. So you really just, every day, you have to keep checking what's changed today, what's new. I admit it got me down. Last week was pretty rough. I was just upset and feeling like I was so excited that we were getting some additional changes that were positive, and then we immediately turned around and they were taken away. So one of the things that was granted last week was hardware stores, specifically Home Depot. They were going to be open Friday and Saturday. So yeah, very first thing, try to get an appointment. That didn't work. Just trying to get through on the phones was impossible. But their website and the app is working. So Home Depot allowed us to place an order, and what we wanted, gardening supplies, was actually in stock. So you may have noticed I'm a little dressed up today. I had an appointment at Home Depot to pick up my order. So the process is you go online or call, you place your order, you pay for your order, you get a confirmation number, and you get a delivery pickup window. So this morning was my pickup window, and it was so well organized. You drive up into the parking lot, they confirm that you've made an online order or a phone order, that you have a confirmation number, and that you are at the right day and time for your pickup window. And then you drive up, you give them your name, your confirmation number, the information, the details, and then they already have your order pre-packed and ready to go. There were so many cars around us that were getting bags handed to them, heavy stuff. Even a lot of people like us are trying to do gardening, and they were getting potting soil. And, you know, things happen. Saw somebody buying a new toilet. All kinds of supplies that they needed, and the Home Depot staff have it all ready. They bring it to you, so you never get out of your car. It is drive-through hardware shopping. It was pretty exciting, but our order wasn't exactly ready when we got there. Only half the order had actually been picked. Showed them the email, showed them the confirmation, the total order, and they had us pull around and just wait a few minutes while they went and picked the rest of the order. They fortunately had it in stock. It was just a couple minute delay. It was no big deal. The staff was incredibly nice. Everybody went out of their way to help us. They got the order. Again, wouldn't let us out of the car. Opened the back and loaded up for us. They even gave us a little bit of a discount because our order wasn't ready on the date and time that our confirmation indicated. So that was a nice surprise. They did not have to do that, but we got our order, and that was the most important thing. So I'm back, and today was a good day. Today was a really good day. Finally got that sorted. We're now able to do drive-through pharmacy, drive-through banking if you need to, and then now we can do drive-through home improvement and DIY and gardening supplies from Home Depot. So that was a very smooth process overall. Like I said, last week was kind of rough. I was just not feeling great overall. So I did kind of a crazy thing, and I decided that it was time for me to take care of me and get a little haircut. No, salons are not open. No, I cannot go to a hairstylist. So I did it on my own. I really need a haircut. Oh. All right, it doesn't look like much. I think you can see I just gave myself a little bit of a haircut. Hope I did all right. I am in no way a hairstylist or have any training as a beautician or stylist or anything. I just really needed a trim. So I've done my best. I actually attempted a little bit of layers here. I'll probably regret that later, but we're still in lockdown, so it's going to be weeks before I can get a proper haircut, and by then it'll grow out anyway. So hope I did an okay job. It's still wet, but with the humidity here, it's gonna curl up and give me the sexy beach waves that I love with our humidity here. And it wasn't much of a haircut, but as you can see, there is the trim. So hopefully I don't regret that in a few hours. But lockdown kind of makes you go a little crazy. So here's my self-care and self-preservation and just trying to get rid of the split ends. Overall, I think my haircut turned out pretty good. It's pretty even, got a little bit of layers in here. And now it's time for a face mask. Just trying to do my self-care routine and a little bit of normal, but yeah, haircut, facial, I'm set. So yeah, overall, couple days later, I think it looks pretty good. I didn't screw it up too bad. I'm sure when the salons reopen and I can actually go and get a proper haircut, they're gonna ask me who butchered my hair. But in the meantime, definitely we're learning how to adapt. I was talking to somebody the other day and we were discussing how Hurricane Maria really kind of prepared us for a lot of this. Puerto Ricans are very resilient, and that was completely obvious after the hurricanes and the earthquakes, and now a global pandemic. We're still resilient and we'll make it work. So now we have drive-through options instead of actually going into a store, and the drive-through is a much better option than actually having to go in anywhere. So I'm pretty happy about that. Like I said, today has been a great day, and we're seeing the adaptations and the adjustments that are needed so that we can kind of get back to, I won't even call it normal because it won't be normal, but to a little bit of our normal routine, or just being able to get out of this weird lockdown pause where you just feel like your entire life is just on hold and stifled. So I'm feeling really good about that. There are, of course, the negative things where we're seeing a lot of the businesses here in Puerto Rico that applied for the Small Business Association, the SBA loans. I don't know anybody with a Puerto Rican bank account that actually got one of those loans. So it's been really tough for a lot of people. One of our local restaurants had this sign, and it was very sad. And we're still seeing more and more businesses closing, laying people off. It's scary. I think it's scary everywhere we're seeing this. It's not just Puerto Rico. I think this is happening worldwide. But we are seeing more information coming through. As I mentioned in my last video, we're starting to see some of the test data in Puerto Rico, and we have really low numbers. And our numbers are even lower. They just came out a few days ago saying that a lot of the positive test cases they were counting were for the same individual. So someone was testing positive not once or twice, but sometimes 2 or 3 times, and they were counting that as 3 positive cases, whereas it was really one person that had been tested 2 or 3 times, and they were counting how many times they tested positive. So it looked like we had more positive cases than we really did. So that's good news. The bad side of that is that our testing numbers are very, very small. A very small number of people are actually getting tested. So we don't really know what the actual numbers are. So that's something that we're all feeling frustration with and hoping that we'll see more of the testing come through. We'll continue to see data come through. Hopefully it's the correct data this time. But like I said, things are moving and changing, and I have to look at it as it's moving in a more positive direction. More businesses that are able to practice good social distancing and do drive-through are now open. So people that were having difficulty and problems can now buy those supplies that they need, and more people are going back to work safely. I'm not suggesting that we open up everything, but we can make well thought out, planned adjustments to start opening more businesses and get more people safely back to work if they choose to. So yeah, it's been a good day, and I hope that you're having a great day and we have more of these great days to come. So thank you for watching. What do you think of my haircut? Have you cut your hair in quarantine? Have you cut your hair in lockdown? Would you? I don't know what other crazy things I'm gonna do. Just trying to keep my sanity while we're locked in here. But the fact that I could get in my car and I could drive somewhere and pick up gardening supplies was huge today. So that was awesome. This is how we're starting out week 6 on a really positive note. So thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos from JenThereDoneThat, living in Puerto Rico and the Caribbean and beyond. Bye.